Ripple has already bought Hidden Road, and we know that it also wants to buy Circle. What other companies does Ripple want to buy? Liny says he thinks he knows, and he's made this list of a few companies. I learned a lot about all of these companies so that we could better understand why Ripple might want to buy them, how long it would take, and what they do. We'll also talk about some other moves Ripple could make to grow even more and become the world's biggest blockchain infrastructure company. Guys, this is going to be a great video. Please like and share if you find it useful. Also, if you know someone who likes XRP and thinks they'd enjoy my videos, please send them over this weekend. You're really helpful. Okay, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend in the United States. Also, have a great weekend if you're not in the United States. You have GSAX, Zerop, Copper, Falcon X, and LTP. Of course, Falcon X, Nexo, Bquant, and Matrix Port are all down here. These are the ones I want to talk about though. They were at the top. This is where GSAX is. GSAX is a digital prime broker based in the UK that was started in 2018 and gives large clients access to Forex commodities, indices, and cryptocurrencies. As a global company, it is regulated by a number of top-level officials and only provides business-to-business services to professional and institutional clients. GSAX made about £3.76 million in sales in 2024. It's about 4.8 million USD, which is 64% more than the same time last year. However, there is a net loss of £173,000. The rise in sales was due to a 315% rise in the number of crypto CFD trades. So it looks like the business was going to have a rough year. They've come a long way with the crypto part of their business. This could be why Ripple wants to work with them. They will also have a lot of titles. In the UK, they are already a prime buyer. Ripple could buy this one, connect it, and start using it right away. When you look at some of these companies, I think Ripple is also very interested in which ones work with some of the biggest banks. In addition, Ripple probably wants to buy a business that doesn't work with every other business that business works with, right? To keep track of clients, Ripple has a list. Let's say GSAX has a list of clients. In this case, JP Morgan and Wells Fargo may be two examples because they both serve the same type of customer. It would be good for everyone if Ripple could find a business that serves people that Ripple doesn't have. Also, I have a free course that will teach you everything you need to know about crypto in less than an hour. There is a link at the bottom of the page. Please let me know if you want to take that. Okay, have Zerop. This one began in 2017. This is in Australia, and Zerop offers digital asset services to businesses, as well as over-the-counter OTC services. I don't think Ripple will be too interested in this, since this is a very small company with only 27 to 37 employees and a salary of about $189,000. But you never know, that might work. I think they would be giving up more than they would be getting back. You also have Copper. Here is a digital asset technology business that focuses on providing custody, trading, and settlement services to large institutional investors, putting a lot of focus on security and lowering partner risk. Cooper's own multi-party computation technology, or MPC, lets assets stay in custody and connect to exchanges safely without losing custody. People know the company for its insurance coverage, and it is one of the best places for schools to go for safe digital asset management. No exact numbers for sales or volume have been made public. Now, Ripple might be interested in this business because it provides big investors and clients with a safe place to store crypto, as well as new ways to trade and settle transactions. That sounds like just what Ripple might be looking for. Let's look at Falcon X now. Falcon X, this makes me think of something like Star Fox. Was it one of those? What are those Star Fox things? Anyway, Falcon X is the best big digital asset broker and offers deep global liquidity. It helps over 600 institutional companies with trading and financing. Take a look. This is something that Ripple would be very interested in. By the end of 2023, it had reported trade worth more than 1.5 trillion. As of late 2020, Falcon X had about 3 billion transactions every month, and the company was recently valued at $8 billion, which shows that it has grown a lot. That being said, this is definitely in the same league. That Circle was it, right? What if the value is 8 billion? Remember that Circle was only worth about $4.00 or $5 billion 0 cents, and it looked like Ripple was willing to pay $9.00, 10 or 11 billion to buy them. For sure they could pay for Falcon X, and it would have a lot of big clients. What is Liquidity? Techpool is a professional broker that helps people buy, sell, clear, and settle digital assets. They also offer custody, loan, and financing services. It works all over the world with offices in Hong Kong, Singapore, London, Dubai, and Madrid, and it works with sophisticated clients. Singapore, there isn't any public data on sales or volumes available, which is a shame. Then, of course, Nexo. Nexo is like a bank and lending platform for digital assets. It lets you trade, give, borrow, and store your digital assets. Nexo is worth $822 million 0 cents on the market as of May 2025. It has traded for about $11,800,000 0 cents in the last 24 hours. Nexo says it has more than 1 million users and is in charge of $12 billion 0 cents in asset. I don't think that would be very interesting to them. It found a lot of information which is shown in this small table. After that, you should know why Ripple would want these businesses. Ripple's new plan is to quickly grow its presence in big digital asset services and stablecoins by buying other companies. Some of the reasons are quick access to markets and scale. When Ripple buys known prime brokers, it gets access to institutional clients, trading infrastructure, and licenses from regulators right away. Don't forget that Ripple is one of the world's top blockchain companies, and that you need all of these rights to run your business. Going around years of natural growth, Ripple could buy one of these companies and use all of this if they wanted to build it all themselves. It would take years and a lot of money, time, and effort. Synergy with RippleNet and XRP, combining these companies could make Ripple's network and the XRP coin more valuable and useful, making it easier to settle transactions across borders. There are also stablecoin growths. Even though Ripple's own stablecoin, RLUSD, doesn't have as much value as big names like Circle and USDC, buying prime brokers or stablecoin producers could put Ripple at the top of the market. Then, regulatory positioning firms like GSAX, Cooper, and Falcon X are already regulated in key countries. These firms would help Ripple deal with global compliance issues. How much would these firms charge? Know that Ripple paid $1,250 million 0 cents for Hidden Road. Circle, you and I both know that an offer of 4 to 5 billion gold was made at first, as per Barron. What is his name? It's not Steve Barron. The Barron channel or the XRP channel? Then it says that Falcon X is worth $8 billion 0 cents in 2024. We just talked about that. G6 makes $4,800,000 0 cents a year and loses a small amount. That means they would have to pay between $25 0 cents and $50 million 0 cents, which Ripple could do with the drop of a hat. Cooper then says